Hi, it's Nikki and welcome back. If you're not following along, if you want more chat about pricing and packaging as a freelancer, follow the money playlist. It will always be in green. So if you like more of these money conversations, just follow along. That's where you'll find them. I've color coded it so you'll be able to get what you need. Today I want to talk about online courses. I know for many of my clients, they would love to have that digital side of their business, a place and a space where people can purchase from them and they can create that reoccurring revenue, that passive income, all of those great things, and also help more people and have that life and business blend that they want. You know, I've really realized this as I begin to think about this year. When I visualize my working life, I'm not looking at how many more hours I can spend at my desk. I'm not excited by that. I am looking at doing impactful work, but it being enjoyable, but also finishing at 3 and being able to pick my kids up and have a lovely dinner that's not stressful, and I can do bedtime and bath time and all of those sorts of things. I also want to get in my garden. This is one of my projects for this year. I want to make our garden beautiful. And now I've said that online, the adverts are coming. And I'm like, bring them on, keep them coming. And I want to have that moment, you know, where the clocks change and suddenly you get all of that evening in sunlight. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not thinking, let me get back into my desk. No. I also know when I do those other things, I get the great ideas. So let's talk about 5 things you need to think about in terms of your online course and how you can make it really effective and practical for you to get started, to publish it, to begin to welcome the sales. But secondly, make it really effective for your online clients, your customers. And so your course is one of those courses that people look back and go, oh, that was really great. You know, that really helped me. And we are not here just to deliver content and put stuff out there that's not useful. We want to really be of service and offer incredible value. So the first thing you need to bear in mind, I think, is what is the journey and what is the A to B of, or A to Z rather, of the customer's journey within that course. And so often I've experienced 2 things. One is nothing, it's very sort of surface level. At no point has it gone deep. It's been like a 2-minute video and I'm still kind of left at the end of it like, I still don't really know where I'm going. You know, when you get, before you used to write down instructions of directions and people used to just go, join the motorway when you see it. And you're like, well, you know, I live in North London, so it's like, join the motorway. But what, you know, I know that moment when you join the North Circular, you have to make big decisions really, really quickly. So join the motorway is only a part of the thing. You need to tell me lanes. You need to tell me what I'm looking for. And now I have sat nav, obviously. So that's a great thing. But another thing that people can do is they try to go into so many areas and they open up so many different things. And I really want you to help your customer, your client, to remain focused so they get what they need, they complete the circle. Almost as though if you go to a supermarket and you give somebody a sense of like, just pick things that you like, they may come back and still go, I haven't really got a meal. I'm not really sure how to piece all of this together. Whereas if you say to somebody, okay, I want you to make a spaghetti bolognese. Then they've got their list of ingredients, they can go and get it, and then they can come back and they can actually make the spaghetti bolognese. That's what you want to do with the problem that you are solving for your clients and your customers. Number 2, a balance of showing and offering. So as the expert, as the person who is hosting the online course, it's really important to be in that expert status. If people have bought from you, you don't want to be like, I don't know, I'm kind of thinking about this, or I'm not really sure if this works. If people are investing in you, you want to show that you are credible. Again, we've all had those supply teachers over the years, or teachers at school, where you think they don't know what they're talking about. How did they get this job? And immediately they lose all respect. So you really want to take that sense of, okay, I can show you these things and I can really go into all the nitty gritty, but also having that sense of offering it up to the person who is purchasing. So yes, I will always share behind the scenes things of my business, but I'm always asking questions. I'm always inviting my clients and my customers to go deeper. So therefore, what does this mean for you? Because I can tell you all day long what's worked for me, but unless you do something, unless you go within, unless you take the next step, it's going to be irrelevant. So finding that balance of really showing people, but then offering up the floor, offering up the conversation. Number 3, overwhelming content. Now, I know that many people struggle with this. They want to give everybody everything. And especially if they want to charge a higher price, they think, oh my goodness, right, I've got to have 64 modules in this then. I've really got to go for this. Okay, I'm going to do it. And the truth is, people want the solution. Now, I'm not saying like do a 10-minute video and just charge $3,000 for it, because that may not cover the things either. But you don't want to have those fillers. You don't need it. You don't need the things that are slotted in that are just going to overwhelm the customer. And I know when I purchase things, I actually want to do the course. And I've always been like that. I've always been very discerning about what I spend my money on and what I invest in, because I know it's a commitment of time and money and focus, and it's also taking me away from other things. So I'm never purchasing things for the sake of it. I also get really overwhelmed and frustrated sometimes when I think, oh my goodness, I'm not going to get anywhere near the answer until I've watched 52 videos. And for me, I don't need something to be an hour long if you can condense it in 20 minutes. I don't need to go, oh, wow, that's how I associate value. So if you've been thinking, how am I going to record this? How am I going to get this in the groove? Don't worry, it's all good. And just really condense what people want to see. Number 4, check in and check out. There will be some people who want to check out and be left alone. You'll never hear from them. They will work independently. And I love that for them. And especially when my kids were really young and they weren't sleeping, and I would be doing online courses at really weird times of night, or when I had 10 minutes, or I'd have it on in the background while I was cooking, and I'd just kind of be able to make it work for me. That was so useful. I would have really struggled with that pressure to be on a call every single night or at a certain point, or if it was a time difference, I would have really found that difficult. So I have been in the camp of checking out. Thank you so much. I don't need any support, and I just can crack on and do my own thing. And then there are also points for me where I have needed that check-in. I've really enjoyed and sought out that bespoke personalization, that moment with the person. And people might want to be like that with you. So consider how you price this. There may be something, this is why I do my online courses with 3 options. There are some people who just want the online course. They don't want to go any further. They literally just want to do that and crack on. And then there are also some people who go, do you know what? It would be great if we could have a strategy session. So I'm going to go for that because I want to bring you all my ideas. I want to get some feedback. I want to think about these things. And equally, some people struggle with that accountability. So that's why they add on the monthly moves as well. So really thinking about that level of support. And it doesn't have to be levels of support where you give everything to everybody, because again, not everybody needs that. But having it as an option could be a really great thing. And number 5, consider how this course can be workable on an ongoing basis. So there are courses that I purchased in 2017 and I still go back to them. I still log in and I'm like, oh yeah, that was a really great video. Or maybe they have a planning tool, or there was something that they said when, I don't know, if I'm just having a really slow Tuesday and I need a bit of motivation, a bit of support or encouragement. Make your hub of content really accessible so people can get what they need. And this is the beauty of online courses now. For the most part, they are lifetime access. So really help people out to continue to navigate it. So if there's something else that you can add in or update or refresh, feel free to do so, because it really works for the people who purchased at the beginning, like, oh, I'm going to get all these bonus things. And equally for the people who are coming in now, they equally get the bonus things, because it's like, oh, wow, there's loads of stuff that I can get stuck into. If you are serious about this and you know that creating an online course is one of your goals for this year, I've been doing this for 10 years in terms of the passive income space. So come on over. We can map it all out together. But as I say, Create Your Income Pie is a great way of doing it. You can purchase the online course where there's a whole module on passive income. Equally, you can add in a strategy session or a monthly moves, or if you just want to come and chat to me, look at my work with me page, because there's lots of options there. Hope that's been useful. Let me know how you get on, what you're going to do, what you're going to build. I would love to hear, and I'll see you next time. Lots of love. Bye.